Hello guys, welcome to today's video. There was a request from one of our subscribers to help them to solve this question. I'm sharing the solution with all of you guys. The question reads, Mr. Geylang wants to buy fire insurance for his house. The insurance company estimates that the house insurable value is 1.3 million. The fire insurance policy that he wants to buy has a co-insurance provision of 70% of his property's insurable value, which is 1.3 million, and a deductible of Rm 3000. So the first question wants us to find is calculate the amount of required insurance, and the second one is the house caught on fire and his amount of losses was Rm 205,000. Calculate the amount of insurance purchased by Mr. Geylang if he received compensation of 202,000 and 120,000. So now let's look at the solution one by one. Based on the information from the question, we can decode that the insurable value is 1.3 million. The co-insurance provision requested by the insurance company is 70% of insurable value, which is 70% times 1.3 million, which is Rm 910,000. This is the minimum insured amount requested by the insurance company, and it has also a deductible of Rm 3000. Part A wants us to calculate the amount of required insurance. The required amount is equals to 70% of the insurable value as requested by the insurance company, and we have already found that answer, which is 70 times 1.3 million, which is equal to 910,000. Now let's look at question part B1. Calculate the amount of insurance purchased if he received compensation of Rm 202,000. So basically we have the compensation, which is Rm 202,000, and we need to calculate the amount of insurance purchased by Mr. Geylang. So the formula for this calculation is very simple. Compensation is equals to amount of insurance purchased, which is what we need to find out. Let's call this X, over amount of required insurance, the minimum insurance that the insurance company wants Geylang to purchase, times amount of loss minus deductible. So in this case, the compensation received by Geylang is 202,000. So amount of insurance purchase, we call this X. This is what we need to find out. And the amount of required insurance, this is the 70% co-insurance that was requested by the insurance company. So this is 910,000 times the total amount of loss. From the question, it's 205,000 minus deductible of 3,000. Further solving this question will give us X is equals to 910,000, which is also equivalent to the 70% co-insurance value. Let's look at part 2. So calculate the amount of insurance purchased if he received compensation of 120,000. Compared to the previous question, the compensation received is only 120,000, whereby in the previous question it was around 202,000. So for sure, the amount he purchased was less than 70%. So the formula reads like compensation is equals to amount of insurance purchased, which is what that we need to find. Let's call this X, amount of required insurance times amount of loss minus deductible. So the compensation received was 120,000. Amount of insurance purchased, let's call this X. Amount of required insurance is 70%, which is equivalent to 910,000. The amount of loss given from the question is 205,000. The deductible is 3,000. Let's bring this negative 3,000 over here. We minus off all the zeros, 3 zeros over here and 3 zeros over here, and we times this 205 with the X. So further modification will give us 120,000 plus 3,000 equivalent to 205x over 910. This 910, bring it up here. This 205, bring down here. So it will give you something like this, equivalence to x. Further solving x will give us x is equals to 546,000, amount of insurance purchased by Mr. Kelang in order to receive a compensation of 120,000. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. In case if you have any further questions, please post it in a comment or email to me, and we'll try our best to solve and share it back to you guys. Thank you.